Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Together, we have done so much to help local kids. You can still give. Visit Kiro7.com/toy drive now. Korean, except for 2 Thai citizens. Mr. Mang's grandnephews were on board.
외국을 한번 가고 싶다고.
It was their first foreign trip, he said, a treat with their father. Jeju Airlines senior managers offered their apologies and condolences.
먼저 제주항공을 아껴주시는
It's hard to determine the cause of the accident, CEO Kim Lee-bae said.
무엇보다 이번
We will have to wait for the official investigation. Rescue workers and even the military combed the crash site, looking for clues to add to the evidence that will come from the cockpit and data flight recorders, which were both recovered. Elizabeth Palmer, CBS News, London.
Meanwhile, we are in the thick of the busy holiday travel season right now, and some passengers might be feeling a little nervous after that deadly crash. Experts say the circumstances around the crash seem to be unusual and that flying is one of the safest ways to travel. They point to safeguards that usually prevent a tragedy like what happened there. For instance, how airports are designed so planes with failed landing gear can slide safely.
If it veers off the runway to one side or the other into the grass, that there isn't obstructions and barriers of this type that are close to the runway.
Officials also say pilots train for bird strikes and planes are designed to fly and land safely even with just one engine. A high-speed crash in Florida between a passenger train and a fire truck. You can see the extent of the wreckage here. Now, this is video from inside the Brightline train showing it moving at 79 miles per hour as a fire truck speeds past closed safety gates across the tracks and right into the path of the train. You can see that truck, wow, right there. At least 3 firefighters and 12 passengers were hurt. Police in Florida are looking into what caused that crash. Costco is pushing back against the anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion movement. The board of directors of the Issaquah-based company is urging shareholders to vote against a proposal brought by a conservative think tank. The National Center for Public Policy and Research wants the warehouse retailer to issue a report on the financial risks of maintaining its DE&I goals. This comes after the group accused Costco of possible discrimination against employees who are white, Asian, male, or straight. Time is 6:47, just about 6:48. Let's check in with Renji Sinha for your holiday forecast. Renji, it's a little bit chilly this morning, but at least it's dry.
A little bit chilly, dry, and we have a calmer pattern compared to the weekend. Now the hope is we can stay dry through the evening tomorrow, New Year's Eve, for the holiday. Let's see if that works out. But let's take a look at the conditions once again outside. A little bit of cloudy vision on the Seattle City Cam here, and about 41 degrees this morning with winds, light winds out of the south at 10 miles an hour. So as Didi mentioned, kind of a chilly start to the morning across the region. And as we take a look outside at SEA, we also have about 41, maybe 42 degrees out there at the airport as it gets busy for the departures. People may be going away for New Year's Eve. 43 up in Everett right now, 41 in Olympia, 41 in Chehalis. We're not getting a ton warmer than this today, so get used to those cooler temperatures. What we're seeing on Storm Tracker, though, rainy conditions out by Forks and Port Angeles, snow in the Olympics, and a lot of moisture out by the coast, but dry across the Sound region. A little bit of snow in the Eastern Cascades. There is a winter weather advisory until 10 a.m. for the Eastern Cascades. So if you're driving across the passes, just be aware of that, because that you could see a few inches of snow up there, although it was going to remain mostly calm. Now, future track is what we're really curious about. You see the moisture through the region here, showers possible throughout the day today, and then snow in the mountains. But as we push into Tuesday, we have a dry spell coming, and that's good for most of the day of New Year's Eve. But as we get towards the latter part of New Year's Eve, we see that storm system creeping in off the shore, and it's going to push through in the evening. My hope is that maybe it goes pretty fast or maybe breaks up a little bit. We will have to see, tracking it over the next 24 hours, but we want that dry spell to come and maintain. Could see rain after midnight, though, on New Year's Day. The highs today, mid-40s, 45 in Seattle, 43 in Bremerton, a little bit cooler out in Snoqualmie Pass, maybe closer to freezing, to be honest with you, about 32, and then 45 in Tacoma. So taking a look at the 7-day forecast, whether your weekend is in view, 47 degrees for today, maybe the high, maybe closer to 45 with the possibility of showers. Tuesday, dry for most of the day. Storm system moves in from Tuesday evening into Wednesday on New Year's Day. We could see rain on New Year's Day. We definitely could see rain after midnight, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that storm system as it comes in from Tuesday into Wednesday. Now, if you want to check out on traffic right now, we're taking a look outside once again at State Route 520, the West Bridge. Smooth sailing across the board here with traffic really Monday light, a little bit of sun peeking in over there, so the clouds breaking up a little bit. And then as we take a look at the map, we've been seeing green all morning long. So maybe a little bit of yellow near Seattle now, but really not much to report. So it is Monday light, and the drive times kind of reflecting that as well, if we can get to those. Yeah, we've got green from Puyallup to Renton about 30 minutes, and then Tacoma to Seattle inching up ever so slightly, 41 minutes. That's still pretty good considering what we see on a normal weekday. And then the drive times 21 minutes from Renton to Bellevue. That's also looking a little bit long, but otherwise pretty smooth. If you have to head out the door right now, you can get traffic updates on the road from Kiro News Radio 97.3 on your FM dial.
Yeah, barely any traffic. Thanks,
barely
Reggie.
any traffic indeed.
It is 6:51. That means CBS Mornings is straight ahead at 7 a.m. Michelle Miller joins us live from New York City with a look at what's coming up. Good morning, Michelle.
Hey there, Dee Dee. Coming up on CBS Mornings, we will honor the amazing life and legacy of our 39th president, Jimmy Carter. From serviceman to peanut farmer to humanitarian, Carter's influence lasted far beyond his term in America. David grants a special wish for one of our viewers with a surprise reunion after 35 years. We'll see you at 7.
It's going to be an emotional one. Thanks so much, Michelle. It's 6:52 now, so let's check in at the numbers on Wall Street. Oh my gosh, you can see it is a tough morning for the Dow, down 611 points right now as we enter the final week of trading for the new year, ahead of the new year, that is. So let's check in on some local stocks too. You can see that, yeah, this is really reflecting some of those nationwide trends. Boeing down more than 5% right now. Costco and Microsoft both down more than 1% in early trading.
Magical moments.